CERAWeekର ଚତୁର୍ଥ इंडिया एनर्जी फोरम उद्घाटनी कार्यक्रम आरंभ हो सारी एवं केंद्र पेट्रोलियम मंत्री धर्मेंद्र प्रधान निजर अभिभाषण रखुंट आसतु देखा यार सीधा प्रसारण।
Indian oil and gas industry has made significant strides in the recent years. It has risen to the occasion in a commendable manner during these challenging times by ensuring energy supplies, including the clean coking fuel, reach the remotest part of the country. I am confident that the Indian Energy Forum will provide a unique platform for Indian oil and gas and other energy sectors for engaging with the global players and experts of the developing new insights and a better way forward for India's energy sector in the fast-changing global energy landscape. I again thank Dr. Daniel Ergin and the CERAWeek team for devising extensive deliberation during the next 3 days covering the entire spectrum of India's energy sector. We now look forward to the inaugural remarks of Honorable Prime Minister of India and his gracious launch of 4th edition, the Indian Energy Forum CERAWeek. Thank you, friends.
Thank you, Minister Pradhan, for your remarks, for your partnership in the India Energy Forum, and your forceful commitment to India's energy future. It is now my pleasure to introduce a video message from Prince Abdulaziz bin Salman, the Minister of Energy from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, whom we will also hear from later in this forum.
Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, my friend and personal friends from India, our friends from India, all over India, great India. It's a pleasure to be taking part in this event and an honor to be sharing this platform with the Honorable Prime Minister, a valued partner for the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Indeed, India is more than a partner. I cannot think of any two countries in the world that share greater synergy and interdependence than India and Saudi Arabia. Prime Minister Modi's recent historical visit to the Kingdom and his meeting with the custodian of the two holy mosques, King Salman bin Abdulaziz, and His Royal Highness the Crown Prince, Prince Mohammed bin Salman, witnessed a climax of centuries-old partnership, and it sets the stage for a more prolonged strategic relationship. In fact, it put it in stones. With the establishment of India and Saudi Arabia strategic partnership, under the council set up by this agreement, I have the honor to co-chair the Ministerial Committee for Economy and Investment between our two countries. And from this partner perspective, I can see clearly that the future of our two nations are intertwined. During the visit, the two countries signed 8 memorandum of understanding, including agreements on energy field, for cooperation in renewable, where there are great opportunities, including manufacturing. There was also important agreement for meeting India demand MOU between Saudi Aramco and the Indian Strategic Petroleum Reserves. Honorable Prime Minister Modi, distinguished guests, energy is the engine of both of our economies. Saudi Arabia is the world's biggest oil exporter. India is one of the fastest growing energy consumers in the world. In economic terms, we are complementary. But it goes beyond energy. We also share vision. India with the vision for a new India, Prime Minister Modi has pioneered, and Saudi Arabia with its Vision 2030, pioneered by His Royal Highness the Crown Prince, Prince Mohammed. At the heart of both visions is the goal of enduring economic modernization, fueled by energy innovation and growth of high-tech knowledge economy and openness towards international trade. India has already reaped big rewards, one of the world's largest economies, with the world-renowned skills and information technology, space exploration, and the medical science, as well as financial services, along with other services. Now, as a global energy market, as the global energy market face challenges of security and stability, the COVID-19 pandemic and climate change, we must be ready for coordinating and cooperating. In the days after September 14th last year, the attack on Abqaiq and Khurais, the worst and most serious disruption in oil history has occurred, plunging the energy world into an uncertainty. I spent a good part of the next 3 days on the phone to my friend and colleague Dharmendra Pradhan, Minister of Petroleum and Natural Gas, to reassure him that the Indian economy would not be impacted or disrupted by this incident. And indeed, we delivered. This is a priority for Saudi Arabia. We are conscious of the importance of the Indian economy to the world, and we know for certain that when its engine of development is working well, both economies prospers, ours and yours. Whether due to outrageous attack or just the demand of seasonality, Saudi Arabia is always ready to demonstrate this pledge to India. It's a welcomed pledge, and we will continue delivering on our pledges. We have never forfeit our promises. We have never forfeited our pledges. On the big issue of the day, climate change, Saudi Arabia is a firm advocate of circular carbon economy, and it's 4 R's: reduce, reuse, recycle, and remove. This seeks to replicate the cycle of nature in managing greenhouse gas emissions to keep the temperature rise to be below 2 degrees centigrade from all forms of hydrocarbon, which makes this approach effective for both Saudi Arabia and India. Thanks to the support of India through His Excellency the Minister of Power and Renewable Energy, Raj Kumar Singh, we were able to secure 4 wins instead of the win-win situation. And the 4 win situations is which we successfully managed in our recent G20 Energy Ministers communique, 4 different initiatives, one on sustainability, such as the CCE, energy access, security, and market stability. Cleaner energy system, including renewable and less emitting hydrocarbons, will be at the heart of our future relationship. There are great opportunities for both countries in the renewable energy sphere, including the strategic partners we have joined, like the International Solar Alliance. It will put our countries at the forefront of energy transition for the good of future generations. Distinguished Right Honorable Prime Minister, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, India and Saudi Arabia have shared advantages as we confront our common challenges. We have a wealth of resources, we have a visionary leadership, and we have a capable and efficient institutions. We are also propelled by ambitious citizens. As you can see, we're bound together by a far more than just energy. Let us proceed in partnership to realize our potential and achieve our shared destiny. Thank you.
Your Excellency.
Thank you. We thank you, Your Royal Highness, for those very thoughtful remarks. I'm now very pleased to introduce the Honorable Dan Brouillette, who is the Secretary of Energy of the United States, in a video recorded message. And I note that Secretary Brouillette will be with us live on Wednesday. So now to his message.
Your Excellency Prime Minister Modi, Minister Pradhan, and Minister Abdulaziz, and dear colleagues, I'm pleased to convey the importance of the energy partnership between the United States and India. When President Trump traveled to Delhi in February of this year, I had the distinct honor of accompanying him to highlight our strong bilateral relationship, particularly in the energy sector. As we'll discuss this week at the Energy Forum, India's robust economic growth impacts not only its own domestic energy sector, but also the global energy landscape. As India continues its energy transition and makes further advancements toward the Prime Minister's ambitious policy goals, we are proud to partner with India across the sector and to expand innovation that will meet the challenges of tomorrow. The United States and India enjoy a close relationship that builds upon long-standing ties with innovative R&D collaboration on breakthrough technologies, as well as a growing commercial partnership. As Minister Pradhan noted, we launched the U.S.-India Strategic Energy Partnership in April of 2018 at the direction of President Trump and Prime Minister Modi to expand and elevate our engagement through both government and industry channels. This partnership has strengthened our relationship, deepened our energy engagement, and facilitated new areas of cooperation. In fact, this past July, at the 2-year mark of the SEP, Minister Pradhan and I held a meeting to review progress. I am proud to say that we have achieved remarkable success. For example, we established the U.S.-India Gas Task Force, an industry-led group that supports efforts to expand India's gas sector while working to reduce trade and investment barriers. Several innovative ideas have been generated from this fruitful dialogue.
Can you add that one?
In a similar vein, we recently launched a public-private hydrogen task force to work toward reducing emissions and enhancing energy security and resiliency.
It's already connected.
Working with industry, we aim to develop novel technologies and bring down the costs of deployment.
Thank you.
We're proud of our R&D collaboration on smart grids and energy storage, working to make the grid smarter while increasing resilience and reliability. We're also pursuing new R&D cooperation to advance coal technologies, including carbon capture, utilization, and storage. And since our two countries share a common, all-of-the-above approach to energy, together we are pursuing everything from enhanced oil and gas trade to renewable energy development to civil nuclear cooperation. We're bringing the brightest minds of our two nations together to develop all forms of energy and all technologies to provide reliable and affordable power to our citizens. On the trade front, our relationship continues to grow, with the United States becoming an increasingly important energy supplier to India to help meet its growing demand. Last year, the United States became the 6th largest supplier of crude and the 5th largest supplier of LNG to India, and India remains the largest global importer of U.S. coal. This growing trade relationship serves as yet another symbol of our deepening strategic partnership. The impact of COVID pandemic on supply chains and global energy markets has only reinforced the vital importance of our partnership. And while energy demand and our exports have declined due to the pandemic, I commit to you today that India can count on American energy imports as the economy rebounds. Our two nations working together to address common challenges and advance energy innovation.
The other countries. Mr. Prime Minister, we are very honored to have you with us. We look forward to hearing your vision about India and the role that energy will play in advancing your agenda for growth, sustainability, and prosperity for the people of India. Ladies and gentlemen, the Prime Minister of India.
Mr. Dan Brouillette, U.S. Secretary of Energy, His Royal Highness Prince Abdul Aziz, Minister of Energy of Saudi Arabia, Dr. Daniel Yergin, Vice Chairman, IHS Market, my colleague Sri Dharmendra Pradhan, captains of global oil and gas industry, Namaste. Wonderful to see you all at the 4th edition of Indian Energy Forum CERAWeek. I would like to congratulate Dr. Daniel Ergin for his contribution to the energy sector. I also congratulate him on his recent book, The New Map. Friends, the theme this year is relevant. It is India's energy future in a world of change. I can assure you, India is full of energy. India's energy future is bright and secure. Let me explain why I feel so. Friends, this year has been challenging for the energy sector. Energy demand fell by almost 1/3. There has been price instability. Investment decisions have been impacted. Leading global bodies project that there will be a contraction in global energy demand over the next few years also. But these agencies project India to emerge as a leading energy consumer. India is set to nearly double its energy consumption over the long term. Friends, there are many areas in which we see this vibrancy. For example, take aviation. India is the third largest and the fastest growing aviation market in terms of domestic aviation. Indian carriers are projected to increase their fleet size from 600 to 1200 by 2024. This is big jump. Friends, India believes that access to energy must be affordable and reliable. That is when socio-economic transformation can take place. We view the energy sector as one that empowers people and furthers ease of living. India achieved 100% electrification. LPG coverage increased. These changes particularly helped our rural areas, our middle class, and the women of India. Friends, India's energy plan aims to ensure energy justice. That too, while fully following our global commitments for sustainable growth. This means more energy to improve the lives of Indians, but with a smaller carbon footprint. Friends, our energy sector will be growth-centric, industry-friendly, and environment-conscious. That is why India is among the most active nations in furthering renewable source of energy. Friends, in the last 6 years, more than 36 crore or 360 million LED bulbs were distributed. The cost of LED bulbs has also reduced tenfold. In the last 6 years, over 1.1 crore or 11 million smart LED street lights were installed. These have enabled an estimated energy saving of 60 billion units per year. The estimated greenhouse gas emission reduction with this program is over 4.5 crore or 45 million tons of carbon dioxide annually. Along with all these, we also saved around rupees 24,000 crore or rupees 240 billion annually. It is due to such interventions that reports have said that India is the most attractive emerging market for clean energy investment. Friends, as I said, India will always work keeping in mind global good. We are well on track to meet the commitment we made to the global community. We had aimed to increase the renewable energy installed capacity by 175 gigawatt by 2022. We have further extended this goal to 450 gigawatt by 2030. India has one of the lowest carbon emissions than the rest of the industrialized world. Yet, we will continue to make efforts to fight climate change. Friends, India's reform journey has been on the high speed for the last 6 years. The energy sector has seen many path-breaking reforms. Reforms in exploration and licensing policy were put in place in February 2019. The focus has shifted from revenue to production maximization. There is also focus on greater transparency and streamlined procedures. We plan to grow our refining capacities from about 250 to 400 million metric tons per annum by 2025. Increasing domestic gas production has been a key government priority. We plan to achieve one nation, one gas grid and shift towards gas-based economy. Friends, for too long, the world has seen crude prices on a roller coaster. We need to move towards responsible pricing. We have to work towards transparent and flexible markets for both oil and gas. Friends, to increase domestic production of natural gas and to bring uniformity in the market price, discovery of gas, we have announced natural gas marketing reforms earlier this month. They will give greater marketing freedom. In the sale of natural gas through e-bidding, India's first automated national level gas trading platform was launched in June this year. This prescribes standard procedures to discover the market price of gas. Friends, we are moving forward with the vision of Atmanirbhar Bharat. A self-reliant India will also be a force multiplier for the global economy. Energy security is at the core of our efforts. You will be happy to know that our work is giving positive results. During these challenging times, we have witnessed investment through the oil and gas value chain. We are seeing similar signs in other sectors too. Friends, we are driving strategic and comprehensive energy engagements with the key global energy players. As part of India's neighborhood first policy, we are developing energy corridors with our neighboring countries for mutual benefit. Friends, ray of sun brighten the journey of human progress. Like the 7 horses driving the chariot of sun god, India's energy map will have 7 key drivers. The drivers of change are accelerating our efforts to move towards the gas-based economy, cleaner use of fossil fuel, particularly petroleum and coal, greater reliance on domestic source to drive biofuels, achieving the renewable targets of 450 gigawatt by 2030, increasing the contribution of electricity to decarbonize mobility, moving into the emerging fuels including hydrogen, digital innovation across all the energy systems. There will be continuity of these robust energy policies that have been in place over the last 6 years. Friends, India Energy Forum CERAWeek is serving as an important platform between industry, government and society. I am confident that this conference will have fruitful deliberations for a better energy future. I state again, India's energy will energize the world. Thank you. Thank you again.
Thank you, Mr. Prime Minister, for that. What a powerful vision you have articulated. We all stand ready to support your vision and contribute to achieving what you laid out, the energy dimensions of what you laid out for what you called high-speed growth with energy justice and also with the environmental commitment. Let me just again thank the Prime Minister Modi, Minister Pradhan, His Excellency.
ଆପଣ ଦେଖୁଥିଲେ ସେରାୱିକ୍ର ଚତୁର୍ଥ ଇଣ୍ଡିଆ ଏନର୍ଜି ଫୋରମ ଉଦ୍ଘାଟନୀ କାର୍ଯ୍ୟକ୍ରମ ଯେଉଁଠି ପ୍ରଧାନମନ୍ତ୍ରୀ ନରେନ୍ଦ୍ର ମୋଦି ଯୋଗ ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି ଏବଂ ନିଜର ଅଭିଭାଷଣ ମଧ୍ୟ ରଖିଛନ୍ତି।